Tell me what happened.
I killed him. I killed Jim.
It'll do you good, darling. Mother, a long soak in a hot tub, a bowl of lobster bisque, and watching WRCW's Monster Marathon would do me good.
Horror films when you could be relaxing with a fizzy drink and a fabulous 4-star meal?
Mother, at home, I could be in sweats.
Darling, it's a private dining room. Kick off your shoes.
It's not the same.
You're not going to play solo tonight. You can do it any other night.
Why are you torturing me?
Because I don't want you to spend a sad evening alone in front of your TV with a can of soup to keep you warm, all right? That's why.
Why are we really doing this?
All right. It's just that I want to return to the gentler, kinder mother-daughter thing we had, Liza. I just want you to understand that what happened between me and Adam, I mean Stuart, was engineered out of the best possible of motives. And I just hope you've forgiven me.
I've forgiven you.
You have? Because I really, really only had the best intentions, darling.
Mother, I'll tell you what. Let's just not talk about it, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
But since it wasn't Adam that I went to bed
Mother,
with...
I told you I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about Adam. I don't want to talk about the divorce. It is off limits.
All right, my lips are. Now, the raspberry souffle is very light, very sweet, and very decadent. Does that sound good to you?
Well, double Dutch chocolate ice cream out of the carton sounds better.
Well, I ordered hot fudge on the side, okay?
Well...
Adrian, thank you, darling. You're gonna love it. It's fabulous. Thank you. So, tell me about your new project, darling.
That would be...
The, Gillian Scott wedding, darling. You know, I hear you were plotting some diabolical plot to stop it.
Oh, it wasn't diabolical. It was, effective.
Well, do tell then, darling. Tell.
Well, Gillian Andrassy is now a married lady, but not to Scott.
Who's the groom?
Ryan Lavery.
Oh, you mean that fabulously very well put together young man who works at WRCW?
Mm-hmm, that's him.
Well, he didn't look like the Marian kind to me, darling.
He's not.
And Gillian had her nails dug deeply into Scott, didn't she?
Yeah, she retracted them as soon as she found out how fabulously rich he was.
Rich? How rich?
Richer than Bill Gates. More social connections than the party planner at Time magazine.
I had no idea.
Well, he's penniless. And he's darn lucky that I didn't file charges against him for taking illegal kickbacks.
Oh, so you indulged in a little bit of blackmail, is that it?
Mother, I meted out justice. Ryan had a choice. He either went to jail or he married a beautiful woman who he thinks is more fabulously rich than she thinks he is.
So, Gillian isn't fabulously wealthy either?
Mother, the bride and groom are as poor as church mice.
Oh, poor darlings.
Laura was 15 years old when he took those pictures. She was this frightened little girl, this frightened child. Look what he did to her. He almost destroyed her soul. He didn't care. He didn't care about her. He didn't care about Mateo, Maria. He took this beautiful child and he made her feel worthless and dirty. And it meant nothing to him.
Brooke, was he armed?
You know, he admitted everything to me, everything. About Maria and the crash, and about Haley and Mateo and poisoning them. He was proud of his crimes. He was proud. He felt superior to the people that he hurt, that he killed. Laura's mother, he murdered her. He set a fire to cover it. He destroyed her, and then he took away the one thing that she needed most in life. He was so smug. He was so smug. He had it all planned. He'd been embezzling money from Temple for months. He had it planned how he was going to get away with everything, and he would have done it again. He was going after my son, and I wasn't going to let him hurt any more children ever again, Dimitri. I could not let him walk out that door.
So you shot him?
And then he turned around, and I shot him again, and again, and again.
Brooke, the first time.
I told you he was leaving. He was leaving. He was going after my son. How did I love that man? How did I love him? He had no soul. There was nothing in his eyes.
Thank God you're all right.
I'm just glad it's over now.
All right. It'll be over when you give me the gun.
Ryan and Jillian, both flat broke and both think they've caught the brass ring. Oh, darling, you are brilliant. I'm really proud of you.
Thank you, Mother.
And Stuart will be so pleased.
Stuart? Are you seeing Stuart?
Well, of course not. Me seeing Stuart? I just happened to know that he was very distressed about this. In fact, I even overheard him, proposing to Jillian in a desperate attempt to save his son.
And how did you happen to hear this very personal exchange?
Would you please stop this, darling?
Mother.
Stuart and I have nothing in common.
Except one huge night of heavenly bliss between Adam Stripe's satin sheets.
Don't be vulgar, Liza.
Vulgar? You're the one that told me that sex is natural.
And very private. Well, Stuart and I actually do have something in common. We both love our children and would do anything to ensure their happiness.
That's right. You're both wonderful, caring parents, and we'll leave it at that. You have done enough to that man.
I resent your tone, darling. I thought we'd reached a deeper level of respect and understanding here tonight.
Liza, who's chasing you?
Nobody. That's why I'm coming to you. You're the Grand Master. You can crack Alcatraz. You can out-ski Machiavelli. Will you please help me come up with a plan? Oh, did I...
No. She already knows about the marriage caper thing.
Your daughter is awesome.
Yes, darling, I know.
So did Jillian find out that she married a pauper yet?
I don't think Efrain has anything to do with it. Right now, Jillian's acting so surprised to find out that he is the sole heir to the billion-dollar Lavery fortune.
Dad, is that you? I'm back here in the den.
Nice of you to wait up. I realize it's a bit late. It's never too late to even the score, is it? You staying with Tad now? Is he part of this conspiracy?
He's my host.
Oh, really? I suppose camping out in hidden passageways loses its charm after a while.
Served its purpose.
Wait, what was that purpose exactly? Speak freely, please. You have my undivided attention. We don't have any smoke and mirrors to distract us, no disembodied voices urging me to confess. Confess to what? What? Would you please enlighten me? What's the matter? You feeling a little powerless now that you don't have your bag of tricks? I'll tell you what. I'll start.
How did you find me?
Oh, you of all people should know better than to ask a question like that. A magician never reveals his secrets. But I don't have a candle. Hold a candle to you, do I? You and your joy impersonation, your ghostly apparition. Was that your brainstorm, or was it Liza's?
Liza.
What was your take for helping Liza take me to the cleaners?
I have no interest in helping Liza. She's just lucky she got away from you when she did. Luckier than some other people I know. Well, what's the tally, Adam? How many women have you destroyed, starting with my mother?
Your mother?
My late mother, Joy Hawkins.
You're a liar.
What? Do your eyes deceive you? I have her eyes, her hair, her coloring.
You are a fake, Liza. You are an imposter.
This face wasn't created by some plastic surgeon. Sorry, Adam. No scars. At least none that you can see.
What kind of a twisted game are you playing? Joy did not have a daughter. I would have known. She would have told me. Who are you?
My name's Camille Hawkins. My father was Lee Hawkins. My mother was Joy Bonner Hawkins.
Yeah,
She was born May 10th. She attended Charles Barrett Elementary.
You memorized a few details. That's all part of the public record,
She had
easily
a
accessible.
small scar on her right foot caused by a rusty shoe buckle. Her father called her bedbug. That's not in the public record. My aunt told me stories from when she and Mama were kids.
What was your aunt's name?
Lois. But everyone called her Lola because that's what Mama called her when she was little.
Oh, my God. Joy told me that she had entrusted something to her sister, something very precious.
Well, that was me. Her baby daughter.
So take a seat. You want something to munch on?
Oh, no thanks. I'm too nervous.
All right, well then let's just get right down to the problem, shall we? What is it?
Scott. And the not-so-happening Kelsey Scott thing?
Do you mind if I request a translation here?
My mother is well versed in the whole relationship thing.
Great. The more minds, the better. Thanks to Liza, Jillian dumped Scott. And Scott didn't come running to me, you see? I want Scott to say more than, Kelsey, let's forget this whole Jillian thing ever happened. I want him to say,
See, what did I tell you? Hi, girls. I told Belinda she'd find friendly faces.
How are you?
Look, we don't want to interrupt. It's obviously a private thing here.
No. This is just that private dining room post-divorce mode strategy. You know, fewer stares, zero comments.
Smart.
I thought so.
Yeah, well, I found Belinda at the bar, all by her lonesome, with nothing but a briefcase to keep her warm. It was the saddest sight I ever saw.
What part would that be, Opal? The alone part or the briefcase part?
I'd say both of the above.
Story of my life. You know, I get back into town after being out for a month in San Francisco working on that merger. The minute I get back, I run into Miles at the airport, and he's leaving town, going to, of all places, Japan. I don't know. I guess I got bad boyfriend karma or something. I don't know.
you've come to the right place.
Well, all I can say is life on the work front had better be damned interesting from now on, because, honey, that's all I got.
Oh, please, I'll see you in Ray's on that.
Yeah, it's a deja vu all the way around.
I hear ya.
Well, I wouldn't give someone to keep me warm every night.
Well, I'm just hoping that maybe you're seeing Miles at the airport on his way to Japan means that Palmer will be coming home soon. I haven't heard from him in days.
Starting the Asian markets being what they are, I'm sure Palmer's got his hands full.
Yeah, but full of what? That's what I want to know. Some geisha girl teaching him a new lotus position?
Oh, would you please stop it before I go stark raving mad?
You were Joy's best-kept secret. I wish I'd known about you.
Why? Would it have made a difference? Does my existence make you regret what you did to my mother?
I didn't do anything to your mother.
You're a liar and a coward. After all this time, you still won't admit it?
Admit what?
The truth.
What truth? That I loved your mother? Is that what you want me to admit? That I loved her like my life? I don't regret one moment that we had together.
You don't regret. You're not ashamed. But you're afraid of ghosts. Her ghost. The ghost of the woman that you left broken and bleeding.
That is true. Is Joy dead? I was afraid.
You're afraid you were there. You killed her.
No, you can't believe that. That's not true. Camille, the last time I saw your mother was over 20 years ago. I swear to you, she was as alive as you are right now.
You are beautiful, intelligent, successful women. Do not need a man on your shoulder in order to make you feel worthy. I mean, what kind of message are we sending her? Kelsey is young, she's smart, she has her entire life ahead of her. What kind of cockeyed message are we sending her that she has to have some guy that she can't stand on her own 2 feet? Look, just focus on who you are, what you want out of life, and you don't need some guy to prop you up, to give you self-esteem.
She's right, darling. Men are highly overrated. I mean, they're nice to have around, but they're not essential to one's happiness.
Yeah.
I can't believe I just said that.
And we're not alone. I mean, we have friends and family and coworkers, and if we don't feel self-sufficient on our own, then we have a lot of shrink work ahead of us.
Adrian, darling, would you just bring me a cheesecake for one? Thank you.
Now, look, before I get off my soapbox here, I just want you to be good to yourself. Be your own best friend. And don't look anywhere else for approval.
But I love Scott.
This is hopeless. So, what'd you think? Tonight, we honor Liza Colby and her sizzling performance.